I welcome you all for this live session in our channel Fancy Artist. Wish you all a marvelous Monday. Today in this live session we are going to see about the carbon compounds continuation. I think last week I conducted a live session on this carbon compounds, and today we will continue that with the functional groups. Okay, and those who are new to my channel, please subscribe for more videos and for more live sessions and for more shorts. Okay, and this class is particularly useful for those who are preparing for the board exams, even the class 10 and 12 students. Now today we are going to concentrate on the chemistry. Okay, carbon compounds. Yeah, let me have a recap on this carbon compounds in the previous session. Yeah, tell me why the carbon compounds are so called, why they are called carbon, and they have another name also for this carbon, that's organic. So the organic compounds are nothing but the carbon compounds. They have the main atom will be the carbon. Along with that, the carbon CC bonds will be there, catenation will be there. And this catenation is the unique property of the carbon compounds, that they can bond with any substances. So and they are least reactive only, that is unless they react with the other atoms, they are least. When they combine with the other atoms like hydrogen, oxygen, sulfur, nitrogen, they will be more reactive. Okay, and then today we are going to concentrate on the functional groups. And then what else about the characteristics of the carbon compounds? Do you have any answers for that? Yeah, yes. I welcome you all for this live session on the carbon compounds with the continuation session on the functional groups. Okay, so now here I have given some functional groups. So these are the functional groups. Before understanding this functional groups, what do you mean by that? Functional means what? Any idea on this functional group? Yeah. So these are the group of substances, are the group of atoms or molecules. They will be having a chemical property. If, for example, if OH is there, means it's an alcohol, I stated here. So this alcohol will be having its own chemical property. When its alcohol combines with the other carbon atom, it will be more reactive. Similarly, if we see the CHO, what is CHO? It is carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Who's that? Yeah, it is. Okay, very good. In first star, he got how much it is? 431. Okay, you are another one. He is in the 11th. Okay, good. 11th, which group you are have is selected, ma? Now you are in 11th. Hello. Yeah. Please introduce yourself. Very good, you got 431 in your class 10. I appreciate you. Okay. In first star 21. Now you are in 11th. Okay. Which group, ma? Have you selected chemistry? Have you selected the biology group or computer science group? Okay. We will discuss that later. Now let me continue the session on the functional groups. Okay. So as one I don't know who is she, whether a boy or a girl, I don't know. Please listen to the class. Let me continue with the functional group. Yes? Okay. I hope you people are watching my previous session also on various topics like nervous system, like genetics. I have completed two chapters in the class 10 science. Okay, so you can also go through those concepts which will be which I am keep on posting in the community. Okay, so now let me continue with the carbon compounds. Now I was teaching about the aldehyde group. So aldehyde is nothing but a CHO group. Carbon, hydrogen and oxygen will be there. And then if we say the next one, COOH group, it is a carboxylic acid group. So if the moment if you see the COOH, this formula states it's a carboxylic acid. Okay, and then C double bond O. The C double bond O is a ketone. Okay, so like this, the functional group which is present in the organic or the carbon compound, okay, will state that which group it is. The next example I have given is C double bond O or OR. So this is another O, that is R group will be there, and this side one R group will be there. Okay, so like this, the COOR is nothing but the ester, and then this OR here another function, another compound will be there. R dash will be there. So it is an ether. Okay, like this, the C double multiple bond C. So like this, there are so many functional groups. We will see that in detail, and before that we should know what is an definition. What is the definition for that? So now this is nothing but the C2H6. I have given one example for you. C2H6 is nothing but ethane. So this is the general alkane group, and in this alkane group, if one hydrogen atom has been replaced by the alcohol group, here I have given no OH is nothing but the alcohol. Hydroxy also we can say. Alcohol is nothing but hydroxy. Okay, hydroxy derivatives we will be learning in your higher classes. Okay, so now when one hydrogen atom is being replaced by a alcohol group or the hydroxy group, it is nothing but the ethanol. Ethane is an alkane group. Now because of this attachment of the functional group OH, this ethane has become ethanol alcohol, ethyl alcohol we can say. Okay, and then one more example I have given here. CH4 is a methane. This is again an alkane I have given, and here again one hydrogen atom has been replaced by another aldehyde group like CHO, which I have given here. So you will one hydrogen atom is replaced with the CHO group. Got it? So here one hydrogen atom has been replaced by OH group. So it has become ethanol or ethyl alcohol. We can also say ethyl alcohol. Okay. And the next is when the CH4 in this one hydrogen atom has been replaced by CHO functional group is nothing but the acetaldehyde. Okay. So like this we will be learning many functional groups, okay, in the organic compounds. Is that clear, children? Now let me say or state the definition for the functional group. So here look at this. What is a functional group? A functional group means what? How we can define? It is an atom or a group of atoms in a molecule. Okay, it is an atom or a group of atoms in a molecule. What is an atom? Is a single, is a carbon atom. Yes, it is a carbon atom or a group of atoms. We can also say group of atoms like this group of atoms, okay, in a molecule. For example, here I have given CC4 is a molecule. For example, I am giving. So in a molecule which gives its characteristic chemical properties. So just now we have seen OH is nothing but the alcohol group. It is having one chemical property like phenol, ethanol, benzyl alcohol, like that. They will be having each functional, each group, which each compound, phenol will be having its own chemical property. Benzene alcohol will be having its own activity. Yeah, like that. Aldehyde group, it is having its own chemical property, like that. So we can define a functional group as nothing but as a group or of an atom in a molecule which gives its characteristic chemical properties. That is a functional group. That is a functional group. Now, what is this? If this functional group is present, the presence of some other atoms or group of atoms makes the compounds more reactive. So if this functional group is present, a group of atoms are as a presence of only one atom in a organic compound, it will make it more reactive. Okay, see for example, CH3OH. Methane has been converted into methanol or methyl alcohol. So now this methane will be having its own chemical property and this methanol will be having its own chemical property. Am I right? Yeah. So that is known as the functional group, making the compound more reactive and it will be having its own characteristic chemical properties. So this is the simple way you can define a functional group. Am I clear? Yeah. So now we are going to see about the next one. I already told you that I am going to take homologous series also. Yeah. Let me explain what is homologous series. So homologous series means what? Series means what? It is the successive members of a compound or a family. Successive members of a family. If we take the alkane family, we have seen alkane, we have seen alkynes, we have seen alkenes. Yes. So this alkanes, they are one successive family. Like that, if you remove one hydrogen atom, they will become alkyne. So that methane, ethane, propane, butane. So they are all successive series. And similarly, if we remove one more hydrogen atom, they will become what? Alkenes. So methylene, ethylene, propylene, butylene, like that. So they are a successive series. So if you consider on the alkenes like this, the successive series will be differing in a common functional group methylene. So this will be the difference between the methane, ethane, propane, butane. Okay, so first series methane, it is having the CH4 formula. One carbon atom and four hydrogen atom is a methane. But if you take the ethane, what's the difference between ethane and methane? It is having 1C, yeah, it is having additional 1C and H. Here 4, here 6. How much difference? 2. So CH2 difference. Yeah. So methane and ethane, they are differing in the CH2 group. Similarly, if you compare the ethane and propane, see here ethane is having C2 and the propane is having C3. Again one carbon difference and H6 is there in ethane, H8 is in propane. There is a H2 difference. So like this, successive series in a functional group, in a organic compound, okay, they differ with a methylene group, CH2. So it is a group or a class of organic compounds having same general formula. Same general formula will be there. That is, what is the general formula of alkanes? It is the CnH2n plus 2. Should not forget the general formula. Okay. So it's a group on a or a class of organic compounds having same general formula and chemical properties in which the successive members differ by a CH2 group. That's what I explained you just now, how they differ between each other. Okay, so each member in this alkane series, here I have chosen alkane. Each member in the alkanes, they differ by a general formula, that is member by a CH2 group, and they all have the same general formula CnH2n plus 2. Is that clear? So like this we can also write for alkynes and alkenes. Shall we recollect all the concepts today's class? Today I thought I begin the class with the functional group. What is the functional group? A functional group means what? It is a atom or a group of atoms in a molecule which gives its characteristic chemical property. That is the functional group. And that functional group is going to give a more reactiveness. The presence of some other atoms or a group of atoms makes the compounds more reactive. Understood? And then I have given some examples also for the functional group. So what are they? They are the, we can write the C double bond, C multiple bonds between the carbon atom, and there are all other functional group like alcohol group OH, aldehyde group CHO, and carboxylic group COOH, and then ketone, which is having the C double bond O, and then ester C double bond O and OR, and OR is nothing but the ether. So these are the functional groups. And for example, I told you that ethane, if you replace one hydrogen atom with hydroxyl group, you will get the ethanol or ethyl alcohol. And if you replace one hydrogen atom in the methane, you will get methanol or the methyl, that is acetaldehyde, we can say. It's the acetaldehyde. Understood? So this is about the functional group. And the homologous series definition we learned now. It is a group or a class of organic compounds having the same general formula, like alkenes I have chosen here, for example CnH2n plus 2, and they have the same chemical properties, in which the successive series they will differ by the CH2 group. Understood? So CH4, C2H6, C3H8, C4H10. So you can split and write this formula. CH4 as such we can write, and then ethane, C2H6 we can split like this, CH3CH3, and then C3H8, CH3CH2CH3. So totally 1 1 2 3 carbon came, and 3 plus 1 2 5, and 5 plus 3 8 8 hydrogen atom. And then butane C4H10, so 1 2 2 carbon, so 3 4, and how many hydrogen atom? 3 plus 3 6, 2 2s are 4, so 6 plus 4 10. Understood? This is the series, homologous series definition. Okay, and now I'm going to give you what are the characteristics of the homologous series. Okay, so let me explain the characteristics also in today's session. So look at the characteristics of homologous series. If we take the homologous series, just now I told you each member differ by a CH2 group, and then they will have molecular mass of 14 AMU, atomic mass unit. What is AMU? Is atomic mass unit. And then next characteristic, all the members contain same element and functional group. If it is OH means same element, and then functional group also same. Alkane groups. Okay. Similarly, if alkene group means they will be having the same element and the same functional group. Okay. And then they are all represented by the general formula CnH2n plus 2. This is in the case of alkenes. If it is the case of alkyne, CnH2n minus 2 will be there. Like that, it is depending upon the alkane, the general formula will vary. And then the homologous series, then there will be a regular gradation in the physical properties with respect to the increase in molecular mass. There will be the molecular mass increase will be there. Okay, and there will be a successive series I said, and there will be a regular gradation will be there in the physical properties like boiling point, melting point, or that is density, like that. So many physical properties are there. So in that there will be the increase in the physical property with increase in the molecular mass. As the series increases by CH2 group difference, there will be increase in molecular mass because the carbon atom and hydrogen atom keep on increasing there. That's why the molecular mass increases. And if the molecular mass increases means the physical properties will also show a gradation. Gradation means there will be some increasing order. Understood? And the next is chemical properties will be the same for all the members in the homologous series. Okay, and then they all can be that is homologous series. All the alkanes means they can only common method will be there. With the common method all the members can be prepared like methanol, ethanol. They will be having some common method with that same carbon because they are the series. They differ only in the CH2 group. That's why with the same common method they can be prepared. This is about the characteristics of the homologous series. Very simple to learn. So my class will be very useful for you to learn the concepts in a simple way. If you have any doubts also, please comment me. Please share your what to say. If any queries you can ask me. Okay, you can comment me or you can mail me. I am giving my mail ID in all my description boxes. You can go and check. And then very simple concepts, very easy to remember. I'm giving notes also side by side. These notes itself will be very useful for you to prepare for your board exams. Yes, you can concentrate more in the definitions. You can concentrate in the mind maps which I give you, concept maps. All the concepts I am giving in the maps, like concept maps like that. So today the last one we are studying about the homologous series characteristics. All the members there differ by a CH2 group and their molecular mass is 14A, and then all they contain the same elements in the functional group in the series. And if you take the alkenes for example, they will be having the general formula CnH10 plus 2, and their physical properties will be increasing with increase in the molecular mass, but their chemical properties are all same, and all the members of the series can be prepared artificially by a common method. This is about the characteristics of the homologous series. Yes, hope you would have enjoyed my class and all the concepts are very clear for you. Please do share my videos and also subscribe my channel so that it will be very useful for you people to prepare for your board exams. In the upcoming live sessions I'll be posting many topics, many in a simple and easy way. You'll be learning all the concepts in science. Okay, thank you children. See you tomorrow with another interesting concept. Until then, bye bye from Fancy Artist. Thank you.